I'm Dr. Suresh Nair, Head of the Department of Anesthesia and Critical Care, Aster Medcity. Baby of Aishat was brought to our attention from the pediatric ICU. This was a premature child, and post-delivery she was only 1.5 months. And she had a respiratory viral infection of the lung, following which she developed secondary infection. And she was on ventilator before we saw her. And during the mechanical ventilation, she could not, the oxygenation as well as carbon dioxide levels in her blood was very, very high. And they even tried some of the modern techniques like high frequency oscillatory ventilation, which failed.
Actually, she was in a very critical condition when we brought her here. She was brought her in ventilator. So when we arrived in India, everything was arranged very well from the hospital. ICU ambulance was there, and it was a very smooth transportation. So we were brought to hospital as soon as possible, and the treatment started immediately. First we were taken to PICU. There we met Dr. Akansha.
He came to us after 10 days of ventilatory support because of pneumonia, after receiving multiple antibiotics. So the time when we received him, he was in a bad shape. His lungs was completely destroyed, and he was not maintaining oxygen and carbon dioxide level on normal ventilator. So we put him on advanced ventilator, that is high frequency ventilator, and despite that, for 24 hours we were not getting required oxygen and carbon dioxide level. So the only way forward was ECMO, that is heart and lung support. Luckily we got it on time, and we escalated him to ECMO team.
And finally, after 14 days, she was in a situation that she was able to be moved out from the ECMO. And even after that, she was put on ventilator for another 16 days. Then for overall about 30 days, she was in PCICU. While she was in there, we noticed all the nurses in PCICU were very, very caring, very, very kind, and they were very kind to us because we were not in a very good condition emotionally, especially my wife. During the time we had to even treat her because of my baby's conditions. She couldn't bear it very well, so we had to even admit her here, and all the doctors and nurses were very kind and supportive for her as well.
Then we decided that we should put her on ECMO, a new device called extracorporeal membrane oxygenation. We were a little worried because this was the youngest child we were putting on ECMO, and also the fact that she is a preterm baby. So these were challenges, but anyway there was no other option. We put the baby on ECMO, that is directing the blood out of the body and to a machine which puts oxygen into the blood and then giving back to the baby.
My baby was very worse condition when we came here, and I know there are so many patients, they will come here, but the doctors and the nurses, the staffs, everyone cared us so well. We will never forget that. We are glad we choose this hospital actually. The treatments, the machineries, the doctors, all are very advanced. So we want to thank the full pediatric team, nurses of PCICU and PICU, the staffs of the hospital. We want to thank, and we will pray for them. I don't know how to explain my feelings. Thank you so much. Thank you we will recommend this hospital. This is the best hospital. This is the best decision we had made for our baby's treatment. That's it. Just thank you all. Thank you so much.